Y'all, I have some exciting news. We have a 3-day weekend coming up.
A 3-day weekend? Yes! I am going to do absolutely nothing this weekend.
You could turn into a sloth, sit on your couch, play video games, and eat Cheetos. All weekend.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Doesn't that sound glorious?
Or, once again, hear us out. You could do something epic.
I don't know. Video games and Cheetos. There's nothing more epic than that.
Oh, we have some ideas, right, Sylvia?
We sure do. Delilah, we've got 5 things you can do this weekend that will be so much more epic than your plans.
I doubt it, but I will listen.
Beating the boss in your game might be great, but it's not going to put money in your pocket. You should start a micro business.
Your new business will be open this weekend only. You could sell lemonade or old clothes, paint portraits of people, or mow someone's lawn.
Money is nice. I could buy more games with money.
Now you're thinking, but our ideas don't end here. You should write a book.
Now, before you complain about writing an entire book, it could be a children's book. Those things are like 30 pages max.
I don't know if writing a book is my thing.
That was just one idea. What about this? This weekend, you can learn one wild new skill.
We're talking juggling, axe throwing, walking on a freaking tightrope.
Maybe I do them all at the same time. I'll walk the tightrope while juggling axes.
Now you're thinking epic.
I don't think we should endorse that activity. What about something less extreme but equally epic?
Thank you for giving me such an incredible idea. I can't believe I was just going to play video games all weekend.
Wait, no.
How about juggling marshmallows instead?
We're out of those, but we have plenty of axes. Thanks again. I'm out. That was not my camera. Turn off. Okay, where did I store the 15 axes? The rope? And where is that? Here it is.
Maybe playing video games was actually epic enough?
Please don't juggle any hazardous items, but do have an epic weekend.
And a safe one. Stay safe and have a great 3 days.
Aloha and welcome back to the second to last episode of UCA News.
That's right, 2 episodes of news and 7 school days, and we are officially done with this year.
The end of the school year is always so bittersweet, but I'm definitely looking forward to summer.
Me too. It's been so hard to log in and complete school this week. Summer is right there.
I agree. That's why I've decided to stop doing my lessons and start summer now.
Wait, what? You didn't finish all your lessons?
What the heck?
I figured I'm close enough.
Close enough? That's not how that works.
Yeah, most of the time there's a unit test as the very last lesson. You can't miss that. It'll tank your grade.
I've worked really hard this year. I think I deserve to finish a little early.
You can finish early, but that involves actually finishing all your lessons.
Vega, you're going to want to pay extra close attention to this first segment.
Hey Al, have you ever heard of the story of the tortoise and the hare?
Why, yes I have. It's a classic story between the lightning-fast hare competing against the slow-as-molasses tortoise in a race.
The hare was a clear favorite and got off on a fast start.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda, but the hare didn't beat the tortoise. The hare got tired and decided to take a snooze.
And just like that, the tortoise was not only able to catch up to the hare, but was also able to make it to the finish line before the hare even woke up.
Now you may be wondering why we're bringing this up now.
It's because the end of the year is quickly approaching. We are going to be crossing the finish line of the school year, and you might be tempted to ease up and start taking it easy.
But don't be like the hare, or like this guy.
Take my word for it, there's a moral to this story.
Yeah, it looked like a coronation for Tonche Pepio. He's getting the crowd. He wants the crowd to cheer his performance, and at the end he gets pipped. He gets pipped by Marin Simon of Washington. And you just can't do this kind of stuff, Lewis.
And you definitely do not want to end up like this.
Oh no!
Imagine how you will feel if you give up before the end of the race.
So many courses end with tests or portfolios. Not completing that could drop your grade dramatically.
So instead of ending up like the hare or those unfortunate souls, put your best foot forward.
Complete all your lessons to the best of your ability.
All right. I'll finish all of my lessons. I don't want to end up on someone's highlight video.
Those weren't highlights, my friend. Those were lowlights.
For those of you still finishing lessons, you should be at 96% complete in all semester-long courses by this Friday.
We do have a 3-day weekend coming up. It's the perfect time to get caught up.
Or you can do some extra work over the next couple days so you can enjoy the whole weekend.
Those are both terrific ideas. We let Araya come up with this week's fact, and we're not sure if it was a terrific idea or a terrible one. Let's check it out now.
Fact of the week. Ba-da-da.
Did you know that most bobcats aren't even named Bob?
That was like a fact of the week and the joke of the week combo.
I don't know what's funny about it. Assuming that a bobcat's name is Bob is just plain rude.
Shout out to Araya for sharing that one. I think it was a terrific idea to put her in charge of the fact.
Agree. Good job, Araya.
Thank you. I am a genius.
Quick, let's move on. It's time to get the solution to our final math riddle.
For several weeks now, we've tasked you with solving some very complicated math riddles.
We've been surprised at how many of you have correctly solved each riddle.
I was shocked people figured out the clock one from a few weeks ago. I never would have figured it out.
Last week, we gave you this riddle. Using only addition, how can you add 8 8s to get the number 1000?
We got a lot of different guesses. This one was a tough one. Delilah, tell the people how to do it.
Just like all the other riddles we've done, there is a trick. You can't simply add the 8s together. That would only equal 64. You have to combine the 8s to make a big number, like this. 888 plus 88 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. When you add those numbers together, you get 1000.
That was very tricky.
That's going to be our final math riddle of the year.
But don't worry, we're not leaving you without one final challenge. It's not just a riddle.
It's a puzzle.
That's right, we have a very special jigsaw puzzle for all of you to complete.
Puzzle can be found at, well, you know it by now.
UCA.school/news.
So what are you waiting for? Go solve the puzzle.
That was a tricky one. Thanks to everyone who's been submitting their guesses each week, and best of luck solving that puzzle.
It's not that tough. Everyone should be able to figure it out. Remember, the puzzle is on uca.school/news.
Changing course here. Our UCA graduation is tomorrow night. We wanted to pause and congratulate all of our seniors who made it and will be receiving their diplomas virtually tomorrow.
Graduating is no easy task. It takes a lot of work. Congrats to all of you.
We are so proud of all of you, but we want to take a minute to honor our seniors. Let's take a look.
Okay. Congratulations to all of the students graduating from UCA. We're all so proud of you.
But there is one senior that is extra special to us here at UCA News. It's our very own Delilah. We're going to be selfish and take a few minutes to celebrate Delilah now.
Hold on. Delilah has been part of UCA News since it started 4 years ago. She's been a huge part of the news teams and our success.
Fun fact, it's Delilah's voice that you hear singing this familiar jingle.
Fact of the week. Ba-da-da.
I love that jingle. If you've watched UCA News for a while now, then you have not only seen Delilah, but you've also enjoyed a lot of the scripts she has worked on and the segments that she has created.
Delilah is one of the kindest people that you'll ever meet, and it's the last thing that she would want is a segment all about her.
Well, she deserves it. Delilah has been a fantastic leader and a clubmate, and I love her so much. Congrats on graduating, Delilah. Don't worry, we will continue using the Fact of the Week song in your honor. I love you.
We're seriously going to miss Delilah. We have a few members of the news team leaving us, and we'll talk about that next episode. One emotional send-off a week is probably for the best.
Who's cutting onions here? Quick, let's go to our joke of the week.
Hello, my name is Dadimus Maximus, and today, me and my little orblings are going to tell you some jokes. Dear Math, why don't you solve your own problems? You don't like that one? That one was funny. Okay, let's try another. Why do seagulls only fly over the ocean? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels. So that was more of a fact, so I understand that wasn't funny. I understand why that wasn't funny. The Orblings didn't like it either, okay? And last one. I don't always tell Dad jokes, but when I do, he always laughs.
And that is going to bring us to an end of another episode. Make sure you come back next week for the final episode of UCA News.
I like to end each season with a wildly creative, wacky episode, so we promise you won't want to miss it.
That's true. One year we ate bugs in the last episode. Another year we were on trial. Who knows what's next week will bring?
But until then, remember that you belong at UCA.
C.
A.